Good morning, USA.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news.
The Breakfast Club is a drive time show produced by Power 105 in New York and syndicated all around the country. And this is where you'll find basically every high-powered Democrat who wants to reach black people.
You got a special guest in the building.
Yes, sir.
Bernie Sanders.
Senator Bernie Sanders.
Senator Bernie Sanders.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yesterday, we sat in as the three hosts prepared for yet another Democratic headliner.
We got a special guest in the building.
Yes, indeed.
2020 presidential candidate Elizabeth Warren.
Senator
Welcome.
Elizabeth Warren.
Senator Elizabeth Warren.
Yes.
Elizabeth, please. Good morning.
Good morning.
What about Liz?
Liz, I like that.
All right.
All right.
What's
I'm
happening,
ready.
Liz?
Oh, man, we're out there having fun.
Fun? Let's start off with why get into this race.
Yeah, why should Liz be running for president?
Because there is so much change we need to make in this country, and 2020 is our big chance to do it.
These interviews are unique in Democratic politics.
I'm not a person of color. I'm not a citizen of a tribe. And tribal citizenship is an important distinction.
You kind of like the original Rachel Dolezal, a little bit. Rachel Dolezal was a white woman pretending to be black.
No, this is what I learned from my family.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know how
You
they
had
were.
a lot of confusion back in the day, Miss Warren. You thought you was Native American. You thought you was Republican. Like, when did you get on the right track? You got to a fork in the road at some point.
Yeah. You know, a big part of it was when I got into the fights over, you got to make the law reflect their values. You got to have a law that doesn't just work for those at the top, but that works for everyone else.
Why did you ask to come on this show?
Well, for two reasons. Because those are smart, interesting people who ask really good questions and dig into stuff, and because they've got a great audience. And I want to talk to everybody.
Do you feel like there's questions you get here that you don't get other places?
I feel like it's the depth of the questions. So we get a chance to go deeper on what's happened and how it is that this economy, for example, is not just tilted against all working people, but how it's been really tilted hard against African Americans.
Warren isn't the only candidate who asked to come on the Breakfast Club. All the candidates who come on reach out to the show asking for airtime.
Why do you think they call you want to be on your show?
I mean, I think the fact that we speak to, millions of people a week, and we have a strong hand on the culture.
Even just as far as our audience, right? When you come on our show, they might get way more tweets than they normally do, or they might have people that normally wouldn't be watching a CNN, listening to them and paying attention.
Yeah, they're only coming here for our listening audience. They're not coming here for us Three Stooges. What the hell do we know? You know what I'm saying? They're only coming here because of the large listening audience, and it's a large listening audience of black and brown people.
The Democratic Party right now seems to think that you three are the gatekeepers to black and brown America.
Well, they are wrong.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, because black people are not a monolith.
Right.
So do we have a lot of black and brown people that listen to our show? Yes.
But these politicians, they seem to feel like, okay, I'm going to drop in on the Breakfast Club, do my check-in with the black and brown community, then get back out to the rest of my campaign. Is this kind of a strange thing, isn't it?
Checking with the blacks. Yo, blacks, you good?
But isn't that kind of how they, doesn't that feel like that's kind of what they're doing?
That's exactly what they're doing. I mean, but I'm glad the Breakfast Club is part of their campaign.
Sometimes these interviews get clipped into viral moments that fly around the internet.
Have you ever smoked?
I have.
Okay. Like in
And
college,
I inhaled. I did inhale.
These are freewheeling conversations you're not going to see in a Sunday morning talk show.
And what
does reparations look like for you? Because I hear you say, hey, black people need reparations, but what does that look like?
What's the plan for that?
Because you got a plan for everything.
We got a plan. So the plan here has already started in the House and has already been introduced. I think it's got about 100.
HR 40?
Yeah, got about 100 co-sponsors. I support this.
The hosts admit they have an agenda, but they don't always have the same agenda.
Do you feel like white candidates get treated differently than black candidates in here?
Absolutely.
How
And
so?
here isn't in the Breakfast Club?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can say that.
How do you figure? I don't necessarily think so.
I can say that because I'll tell you straight up, I'm not looking to elect any more white males, especially for president. I like somebody like Mayor Pete, but when it comes to those old white guys, they're not even gonna be here to see the future. So why should they dictate policies on the future? And I don't trust them. It's hard. I think that white male entitlement and privilege has been a super detriment to this country. So yes, when these old white males come in this room, and you can see the entitlement on them and you can see the privilege on them, yes, I do feel a different way about that.
And I would likely say I feel more of a connection with women and with people of color when they come up here.
I'm looking for somebody that's gonna run this country the right way. I don't care if you're old, I don't care if you're black, if you're a woman. I just want you to run this country the right way.
Look, they've embraced the Breakfast Club. Democratic Party has embraced the Breakfast Club. Have they embraced the issues that the Breakfast Club listeners
have they
want them to
embraced
embrace?
black issues? I think that this is the first time we've heard this many candidates talk about a black agenda, this many candidates talk about reparations. I think for a long time they have been ignoring their most loyal fan base, which is black people. And I think that a great question that is being asked is, why do we continue to vote Democrat, for just because?